morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through all of the top trending stories across the country. It was raining last night, as you guys have seen from our feeds. It is not our top story, though. Our top story today is Ramadan working hours apply to everyone in the UAE, according to a Dubai-based lawyer.
And Dubai residents caught distributing free meals for iftar without a license can be fined up to 100,000 dirhams.
Despite that, there's some incredible initiatives running across the city. And one of them, in fact, is by Dubai Bling's Fadi, who's launched an initiative years ago. They distribute meals to hundreds, if not thousands, of workers throughout Ramadan.
And after a very short break, we will let you know how to become a green champion with Friesland Campina.
But before we get into all of that, a video that's racked up hundreds of thousands of views in the last 24 hours. I want to get your thoughts on it. How do you apologize to someone you have wronged?
An apology is good enough. It comes down to your love language. Don't you think? Yeah, because like some people just like kind words. Some people don't appreciate the words and think you need to do more. So it depends on the circumstance.
I hear what you're saying. I'm on board. However, the reason we brought up this conversation is because there's a video that's going viral of this beautiful, shiny new car. It looks like it's going down Sheikh Zayed. It's got a big red bow on it. And the caption someone's put on it is, "I'm sorry in Dubai, be like." So usually I would say, how do you say happy birthday to someone?
Yeah.
So you say happy birthday. In Dubai, people have used blimps.
Hey, I got you an apartment on Burj Khalifa. Yeah, literally. Or those planes with the signs at the end. Or when they like make contrails with the planes. Or buy you an island.
Yeah, but I think, does that happen to like the 0.1%?
I think that the majority of Dubai can have celebrations and apologies more extravagant than people in other places.
So I think it's the 0.1%, but it does happen.
Well, what would you do? Okay, you wronged someone really badly. You really hurt my feelings, Casey. We haven't spoken in 3 weeks and you appreciate our friendship and you want to make amends. What would you do?
I would go to the grocery store and I would purchase a basket, some ribbon, and 6 spray cans of deodorant.
Not good enough. We're in Dubai. Which, by the way, those deodorants, I still have like 4, so thank you.
Saving you money all year. You're welcome.
Yeah,
how would you apologize to me?
A text message. Like, let's leave it at that.
Well, that costs.
Or like those messenger pigeons.
I mean, that would be amazing. So this video went viral. Some of the comments are hilarious. Someone's like, wife number 1, no, I want a Range Rover.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, so it's someone saying, sorry, I think you mean a new house. Yeah, so that is the ultimate way to apologize in Dubai, according to the internet.
I think there's even sicker ways and like more levels with Dubai.
For the 0.1%.
For the 0.1%.
Let's jump into our topic. Oh, if you've ever apologized in an extravagant way, we'd love to hear it. Let's jump into our top story. A Dubai-based lawyer is dishing out facts on TikTok. However, there are some exemptions to this rule. Ahmed O'Day, he goes by Law by O'Day on Instagram and TikTok. He's getting clicks for his latest video in which he describes the Ramadan working hour laws here in the UAE, in which he states that Ramadan working hours apply to everyone.
So in Ramadan, the working hours are reduced by 2 per day. So that means that you work for a total of 6 hours per day. Even if you don't have a single Muslim in your company, the employer must stick to the Ramadan working hours, whether they like it or not.
So that's the video that he shared. It's getting lots of views. However, we got a lot of response on this, and it is worth noting the UAE labour law of this reduction of 2 hours applies to mainland companies, and therefore there are some exceptions to those in free zone areas. For example, the law does not apply to non-Muslims working in DIFC. So the specific wording in the DIFC free zone is that the reduction of 2 hours applies to Muslims only. Therefore, you can deduct that non-Muslims it does not apply to non-Muslims. So in specific free zones, it's a little bit different. But for mainland companies, it applies to everyone. And if your employer is not allowing it, then you can ask the question.
Or beg. Please.
Or just check your rights. See where you're working. And if you're not sure, even if you're concerned about asking a question, what you can do is you can reach out for legal advice. So Law by O'Day on TikTok, actually, ODEH, because I feel like I'm butchering the surname. O'Day.
Odeh.
Odeh.
I think it's like Odeh in Arabic.
Ahmed Odeh. So find him on TikTok. He has a little link for legal advice. You can question it there because we did get a lot of questions coming through. I think in different industries, maybe there's different rule applies, but he says the law applies for everyone in mainland companies. So that is worth noting.
There you go. Your daily dose of legal advice from Casey Fitzgerald herself. From Ahmed.
Via a lawyer.
Yeah.
Jumping into our next piece of advice for you.
So Dubai residents are caught distributing free iftar meals without a license can be fined up to 100,000 dirhams, although it is customary for many to participate in charity work during the holy month of Ramadan. Officials have reminded residents not to run any charity campaigns or distribute iftar meals without having a license to do so. Those caught handing out iftar meals without a valid permit or a license will be subject to a fine of up to 100,000 dirhams and jail terms ranging from 30 days to a year.
So within this ruling, authorities have emphasised the importance of obtaining permission to ensure the safety and organisation of such charitable acts. The Islamic Affairs and Charitable Activities Department, they require individuals to submit an application. So it's not about getting involved with the legitimate company, but you need to submit an application to do this and specify the area where you plan to distribute the meals.
So running an entire donation campaign either as a person or on social media or in person or a messaging app requires a license. However, distributing free iftar meals to small groups of people that you do know and trust does not require permission.
The authorities have also broadened the laws on how money is donated, including food, supplies and medicine. So in case you don't have a license to distribute iftar meals, you can still make charitable gestures in other ways.
And there are licensed charity organizations in the UAE such as 1billionmeals.ae, World Food Programme, the WFP, Emirates Red Crescent and other platforms where you can donate money that goes towards providing a free meal to those less fortunate.
Exactly, and don't let this ruling deter you because as Shahir just said, the 1 Billion Meals Initiative, 247 million dirham was donated in one week, and we're going for that 1 billion aim. And also there are plenty of licensed and plenty of people who have submitted that application who are distributing free iftar every day that you can get involved with, which in fact we're actually going to talk about very shortly.
Right, that was a good segue. But the point is, like, you can do what you need to just be charitable during Ramadan. There are 1,000 different ways, and if it's you taking food to like people you know and like just situations where it's not, the thing is there's health reasons that come into it, making sure that everything's done the right way, making sure everything's hygienic and everything is done in a methodical way. That's the whole reason for these laws. If you're going to your friend's house or like family situations where all of you take a bunch of food and like give it elsewhere, that's kind of different. But yeah, it's just about making sure that the right steps are taken to do what's needed in the best way possible.
Exactly, because these laws actually heightened during the pandemic when food safety and hygiene was at its most important. And therefore the laws do apply, but as we said, you can just submit an application if it's something that you want to do. Now, jumping into people, there are lots of iftar distribution initiatives that you can get involved with. And this one in particular has been running for a couple of years. And it's actually from a Dubai Bling star, Fadi, who launched it. And it's just grown and grown and grown. It started with a WhatsApp group. It's grown to hundreds of people getting involved daily. It's so amazing. And they distribute iftar meals to iftars throughout Ramadan. So we're a couple of days in. And the Giving family, they have distributed 10,000 meals already so far throughout the holy month this year alone. A movement known within the community for giving back for the last 6 years. Last year, they managed to distribute over 150,000 meals with the help of 450 volunteers. Amazing
Crazy.
Community initiative.
Crazy.
It's run by Fadi Masaleh, who is an entrepreneur and also a cast member of Dubai Bling.
So the volunteers gather and distribute meals at Al Khos daily. On the first day of Ramadan, the team managed 600 meals, but that number has been steadily increasing as the days go on. By the second day, there were 50 volunteers, which helped package meals and distribute 2,000 meals. That's crazy.
Wow, it's so impressive, and anyone can get involved. All you need to do is bring your helping hands and nothing else. Now, if you go onto their Instagram, the first picture that they have pinned at the top left, it gives you information for how you can get involved every single day. I think it's running on a WhatsApp group basis, so they just send out the location of where they're going to be that day, and you can get involved, whether it's distributing or I'm not fully sure how they sort the meals, but I'm sure they'll let you know. But we're hoping to have Paddy here on the show, maybe to talk about it in the coming weeks. But guys, amazing initiative.
That is amazing.
Kickstarted by a couple of people with a plan.
The thing is about, like we spoke before about doing things for social media, and you don't know people's intentions, but these intentions are clear. This has started way before you did the show, and it's not about social media. It literally is about the community doing stuff together. So it's amazing to see that he's also using this platform just to like push the message, and it's licensed, and like people know how to get involved, because you might not know where to go to do what you'd like to do, to be giving during Ramadan, but like following influencers who are doing so, like that in a way has like a greater reach at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's on Fatty Cakes, but the initiative itself is the Giving Family on Instagram. And it's all just about giving back. And as you said, like you may want to give back, you're not really sure how to do it. And every so often in Dubai, the community spirit is always amazing, but you kind of see kind of like a grassroots initiative just come up out of nowhere, and everyone's getting involved. And this is the story of the year, with so many people wanting to get involved every day. It's truly heartwarming. So if you're interested, get on to the Giving Family. They're distributing iftar every single day this month. Now, moving on to sustainable cause.
Look at you into the segues.
How you can become a green champion with Friesland Campina. This is very cool. So join with us today. We have Ali Ahmed Khan, who is the director at Friesland Campina, a nutrition company. They have a strong core in dairy with brands such as Rainbow, Alaska, and Debic. Friesland Campina have been focusing their global corporate social responsibility efforts on sustainability and creating a greener future. It's really amazing what these guys are doing. So please take a listen, and then you can hear how you can become a green champion. Thank you for joining the show.
Of course, anytime. Thanks,
Bye, guys. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Lovin Dubai show. Joining us today is Ali Ahmed Khan, Vice President of Middle East, North Africa and Pakistan at Friesland Campina, a nutrition company with a strong core in dairy with brands such as Rainbow and Frico. Friesland Campina is taking the year of sustainability to heart. They're focusing their global corporate social responsibility efforts on creating a greener future for all. It's truly incredible what they're doing. Thank you so much for joining the show. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you, Casey. It's good to be here.
So let's jump into it. Tell us more about Friesland Campina.
Well, Friesland Campina is one of the largest dairy cooperatives in the world. We have around 10,000 member farms. We have around 15,000 member dairy farmers in the Netherlands, Belgium, and in Germany. Our member dairy farmers are they're co-owners of the company, and that's because we are a cooperative, and that's what a cooperative means. It's farmers owning the business. In the Middle East, Casey, we've been here since 1955, and our brands here are like Rainbow, Frico, Omela, and Debic.
Very well known.
Very well known, absolutely, and especially Rainbow.
Exactly.
Right? So in 1955, Rainbow was launched as one of the first multinational brands here in the Middle East, offering a range of packaged dairy products that were convenient, long-lasting, tasty, and especially nutritious. The Rainbow portfolio offers a variety of products, including and especially evaporated milk, to prepare the perfect cup of karak tea for people in the UAE.
I hear ears pricking at the perfect cup of karak tea.
Absolutely. So we take pride in providing safe dairy nutrition to the rapidly evolving needs of our consumers here in the Middle East, in North Africa, and in Pakistan. The company purpose is nourishing by nature, healthy, nutritious for people, but in balance with nature. I think that's important for us.
Amazing. And can you tell us a little bit about your efforts to achieve sustainability?
Sure. Looking at what sustainability is about for us, it's about realizing a better living for farmers, producing in balance with nature, and nourishing the world's growing population with better and affordable nutrition. We've been focusing our global corporate social responsibility efforts on sustainability and creating a greener future. That's important for us. Core of the key challenges all businesses face today is to sustain growth while decoupling their environmental footprint from growth and increasing their positive social impact. However, Casey, we are addressing this through actively contributing to the communities we operate in, and that means here, the UAE here, when I talk about communities, taking pride in contributing to the food and nutritious security of millions of consumers. For us, sustainability is beyond a business imperative or a tick box exercise. We don't believe in that. We take concerted effort to ensure sustainability across our operations and in the best interest of our consumers.
Amazing.
Yeah. In the past decade, you'll be happy to know we've worked tirelessly on a set of goals to build a better future for generations to come. And we've achieved a lot, both as a company and as a cooperative. We, for instance, have implemented a carbon footprint monitor that measures greenhouse gas emissions on each and every individual member dairy farm. And that, as I said earlier, that's 10,000 farms. We've also built the world's first tool that helps our farmers calculate the impact of sustainability measures, and consequently, our sustainability progress in the years we have helped to improve the livelihood of thousands of farmers worldwide. I think we've also continuously made improvements towards circular supply chain processes, and that's important. And we've taken steps to even further improve the nutritional value of our products worldwide.
Hard at work.
Hard at work. It's not simple. It's not simple. Our largest footprint, I think, sits in the farms. And as I said, we are a cooperative, and farmers are important to us. And I think I'm very proud to say that we are one of the pioneers to have taken the initiative to measure our environmental impact at the farm level. By doing so, we're able to take quick action and to respond with speed. And it's science-based. So we are SBTi committed, which means we take concrete steps to meet the Paris goals. Right? I think that's really the essence of our sustainability.
It's a question a lot of people have, so it's great to hear.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one other thing that I want to talk about is packaging, right? And in our circular packaging journey, we made a lot of efforts to design our packaging to make it recyclable, right? Today, as a company, we are at 91% of our portfolio globally, but you'll be happy to know that in MENA, that percentage is actually more than 99% recyclable. So the products that we sell here in Middle East and North Africa are almost 100% recyclable.
That's so interesting, and that's kind of where I wanted to bring the conversation is we're talking global, but how can these initiatives be implemented locally?
Well, the time is now, and people ask me whether we are ready for it. I think we are more than ready for it here in the UAE. The time is ripe for sustainability, and UAE for us is the perfect place to harbor our ambitions and to drive for sustainability. Our sustainability efforts are at the core of our purpose, right? In the UAE, we've done a lot of research, and that research shows us that our stakeholders, including retailers, government, consumers, our own employees, right? They are ready to roll out our recycling program and our education program, which sees us collect and recycle rainbow tins from tea shops, and that's the pilot we ran last year.
Wow, that's cool.
It was pretty cool, right? Yeah. And I think we were one of the first ones to do this, because a lot of people talk about recycling, but and they talk about recyclable packaging, for example, but they don't go beyond that. And last year we actually went beyond that, right? We went beyond that to educate our consumers and to do this pilot to show that we mean what we say, and I'll talk about that pilot in a minute for you.
So you went from 10,000 last year, and was that initiative achieved?
Yes, I want to say it wasn't actually 10,000. Last year we actually collected 100,000 cans.
Wow!
Right? We partnered with Veolia, and we actually collected 100,000 cans, but that was just a pilot. And our objective in 2023 is 2 million cans. You'll be happy to know.
Good luck. That's incredible. So if you're getting 2 million cans, is that a public effort? Like, what can you do to educate consumers on the importance of sustainability?
Right. So we are taking efforts to inform consumers and about the need to recycle. And that really is important. That's really at the core of our program, education, right? Recycling is the need of the hour. and is crucial. It's crucial to benefit the environment, economy, and the societies we live and operate in. We are encouraging consumers to participate and to support our recycling initiatives and to play their part in positioning UAE as a leading eco-friendly region for generations to come.
Incredible. And then moving on from that, what recycling initiatives are you putting in place?
Okay, so we are glad to be partnering with Recap by Veolia in their recycling initiative. This is a nationwide movement to not just recycle, but also not just recycle cans, but also all packaging material in the UAE. Now remember, what we put out in the environment is just tin cans, but we're enhancing the scope of our effort to include all recyclable material. And as I said, that's plastics, that's glass, and so on and so forth, right? So that really is our commitment. And our commitment, as I said, is to nourish the world by nature while nourishing a better planet.
Incredible. And moving on from nourishing the world by nature to nourishing a better planet, what in terms of your alignment and goals for safeguarding the environment for waste management, and as well as that, what are you hoping to achieve from Rainbow's recycling initiative in 2023?
Okay, so through our recycling initiative, or through the Rainbow Recycling Initiative, we aim to encourage users in the UAE to start recycling, and we'll be inviting them to become, in partnership with us, to become green champions. I think it's the responsibility of everyone who lives in the UAE to make it a greener place by supporting initiatives around recycling. For example, we've already started this with our employees and with their children in the communities that they live in, and we believe this is a big potential to scale this. There is a big potential to scale this across the UAE. We'll also be collaborating with the Emirates Environment Group to launch an awareness program specifically for schools over the 7 Emirates. Our eventual goal, Casey, is to educate children on how these materials impact the environment through landfills, their collection methods, and the benefits of recycling. We also have exciting plans to launch a recycling competition in order to crown these green champions.
Can I just say how great Green Champions is as a cause, and I can truly see people wanting to get behind it. It's simple, but it's really smart. And if the audience are interested, guys, if you're interested, how can they get involved in the cause?
Right. So did you know the majority of packaging materials are actually recyclable? However, only a small portion is actually being recycled. In one study we saw, on average, GCC countries only recycle, reuse or recover, guess what, only around 10% of plastic and metal waste.
Wow.
Tin cans form a major part of such waste, and metal is a material that can be recycled indefinitely. We're doing a lot, but it isn't enough. You can help change this. We are on the lookout for green champions from the UAE. It could be your friend, your neighbor, your teacher, or yourself. All it takes to be a green champion is a sense of responsibility towards the environment. Know your part, play your part, and most of all, make a difference.
There you have it, guys. What an important initiative that we can all take part of, which is just incredible. We really appreciate your time today. And the cause that you're driving is so close to all of our hearts. I wore green intentionally, I'll tell you, but we really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Casey. Thanks for inviting me.
Not at all, guys. That is all we have time for today. We're back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Goodbye.